On July 12, 100 BC, Gaius Julius Caesar was born in Rome. He was born into a patrician family that was far from rich. There is very little information about Caesar's childhood, but we do know that his father, also named Gaius Julius Caesar, died when Caesar was only 16. After his father's death, Caesar stayed close to his mother Aurelia Cotta. Because of his father's sudden death, Caesar was put in charge at the head of the family at age 16. After Caesar's father died, he needed to find other ways to gain political power. He began to build connections between more distinguished families. At the age of 19, Julius Caesar was arrested by Sulla, the dictator of Rome, for having relationships with families that did not support the dictator. Caesar was forced to flee Rome. Because of his exile from Rome, Caesar joined the powerful army. When he first joined the army, he was serving as a military assistant for a governor. He then was placed as a soldier, where he proved himself a courageous and capable fighter. He left the army to continue his education. Through his education he became an outstanding public speaker. After Sulla died, Caesar returned to Rome. After his return to Rome, Caesar was determined to gain political power. For the next several years, he continued to rise in popularity both with the people and with higher offices of Rome. After proving himself a strong ruler, he formed the first triumvirate, an alliance with Pompey and Crassus. Soon after this alliance was made, Caesar was elected the consul of Rome. With his one-year term of consul coming to an end, Caesar was given the position of governor of Gaul. Gaul was what is now France. Caesar, now well educated in war, started putting together an army in addition to the one he already controlled as governor. Within a few years he had over 50,000 men. After Caesar's army was created, he began to conquer. First were the Helvetians, a tribe forced away by the Germans. Next he defeated the Germans themselves. Following the Germans he fought the Nervi, another tribe that controlled land around Gaul. In 55 BC Caesar attacked Germany again. The same year he sent forces to Britain. Upon his return from Britain, he discovered that the people of Gaul were starting a revolt. These rebellions led to the Battle of Aulesia, where Caesar won and put down the revolt. Caesar was now in command of one of the most powerful armies. In 51 BC things took a turn for the worse when the Senate revoked Caesar's position of governor. In 39 BC Caesar crossed the Rubicon River and marched into Rome. He easily takes control and begins the reconstruction process. In 38 BC Caesar defeated Pompey, his former political friend. Upon returning back to Rome after defeating Pompey in Egypt, Caesar was proclaimed dictator of Rome. Caesar's role as dictator did not last for long. On March 15, 44 BC he was murdered by Marcus Junius Brutus. Brutus was part of the Senate who feared that Julius Caesar was becoming too powerful. They did not want his power to lead him to become king. The day Caesar was murdered is called the Ides of March. Though nowadays Julius Caesar is mostly known for his role in government, he was also a very prominent author. Most of his work has been lost, but few still remain. The Gallic Wars is a series of 7 books all written by Caesar describing events in Gaul. The second work is the Civil War, which is about the events of the Civil War from Caesar's perspective right up until the death of Pompey. Caesar was also the creator of the Julian calendar. Et tu, Brute? Equals in you, Brutus. These were the last words of Julius Caesar before he was killed. This quote signifies a betrayal from a once loyal friend. Veni, vidi, vici equals I came, I saw, I conquered. Julius Caesar wrote this in a letter to the Senate after winning a war.